good morning. I am actually filming this Friday afternoon on my day off. I am in Aurora, up along the Fox River, reading an amazing book that a priest friend recommended called Theo of Golden. Like 50 pages in, just getting it started, but it is fantastic. So a priest friend recommended it, and as I'm just sitting here, all of a sudden I see this guy walking along the path, and I'm like, Dan? And he looks up and I was like, Dan Peters? It was Father Dan Peters, a priest of our diocese. And he's like, oh my gosh, Keith, how are you doing? And I said, great. He's like, where are you at right now? I said, oh, Saints Peter and Paul. He's like, that was I forget if he said it was his first or second assignment, and they spent 3 years at Saints Peter and Paul. And so we just talked a little bit, and then he headed on his way, and I kept reading, and a little while he came back, and he's all like, hey, he's like, you know what? He's like, I actually was remembering as I was walking along a story that I want to share with you about when I was at Saints Peter and Paul. And so we started sharing this story that he was probably 30 years ago or more, that he was at school mass, and that there was a boy in one of the classes who had been born with just 2 fingers on his right hand. And he was asking the kids to reflect on and to share, in his time, but to share, he's like, what are you grateful for? And the boy's hand goes up with 2 fingers on his hand, raised his hand, and he's like, yeah, and he calls on the kid and he said, I'm grateful that I have 2 fingers on my hand. And it was so beautiful, and he was just saying it was such an amazing moment where like he realized how often we can look at things in our lives and we get like frustrated and discouraged about things that we don't have, rather than learning how to see and being grateful for what we do have. Right? It was so beautiful. And then I started thinking, I said, wow, this is amazing. I'm sitting here reading a book recommended by a priest friend, and all of a sudden I bump into a priest who I think I will now call friend, right? Like I knew of him, I knew of Father Dan Peters, but I'd never really talked to him before. And how cool that he went off and he came back and he wanted to share this story with me, right? We never know at any moment when somebody's going to have something beautiful for us to receive, right? A lesson, a kind word, just something that the Lord has for us through people, right? So I encourage you today to do 2 things. Keep your eyes and your ears, your heart open to what gifts God might have for you this day in an unexpected place. Look for it. Like search out and look for unexpected places, and be ready to be surprised by God's love, and be grateful for what you have rather than focusing on what you don't. Have an amazing day, and God bless you.